Well, I don't really want to dwell on the Palace Arms anymore, but there is one topic I'd like to go over about the Palace Arms. You know, over the years we've had 3,000 tenants which have come and gone from the Palace Arms. It's kind of irrelevant, their history. But there is one individual I'd like to talk about, and this video is called In Search of Kevin Dingle. Now, Kevin Dingle last year broke Rick Davis's record of the longest stay at the Palace Arms. Rick Davis held the record at 24 years and 3 months. Kevin Dingle, as of late April, has been in room 10 on the 3rd floor of 950 King Street West for 25 years, 6 months. He's currently known as the Cigarette Man. That's his moniker. People don't know his name, but his nickname from his years at the Palace were the Cigarette Man. Kevin Dingle has now been at the Palace Arms for 25 years and 6 months. Now, I don't know if you can get it. That half moon, half circle shape of window is where Kevin Dingle lived. Now, you got to remember, over this 25-year and 6-month period that Kevin Dingle, who is now considered the longest standing tenant in the history of the Palace Arms, he lived in shared accommodations. Inside his room was basically a fridge. He had to share the fridge, he had to share the sink, he had to share the shower, he had to share the toilet. He lived like that for 25 years and 6 months. There are apparently there are 3 more tenants living at the Palace Arms. Mike and Jamie are still there. But you can see that 3rd floor. That's where Kevin Dingle has been for 25 years and 6 months. International Capital now owns the property. How much longer Kevin Dingle stays there remains a question mark. But Kevin, no one will break that record. And it's amazing that after the 4-year period where there was such a hate on by Don Mayette, who became a manager and tried to intimidate Kevin Dingle and do everything in his power to get Kevin Dingle out of the palace, he still remains there to the day. So that's my video, In Search of Kevin Dingle. The door is locked 24/7 at 950, so it'd be impossible for me to get inside the building. But yeah, it's about Kevin Dingle, who holds the record, and probably it'll never be broken. He might even hold a record for the longest stay in a rooming house in Toronto in the history of Toronto rooming houses. That's my topic. I'm out. Bye.